And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Air Podcast, man. It's Money Monday. We got some things to talk about, educate you guys on what's going on. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, and we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Air Podcast. Me and Fresh literally were just talking
More debates
about sending again you guys some more religious debates. Fresh, apparently, I didn't know this, has like the contacts over on the Christian side. He knows them.
Of course, brother. I have to.
You
man.
got like the numbers and stuff?
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay.
Remember, before my main page, I had all them dimmed. Other than the sound, because you use a Skype. But yeah,
I believe him.
Man, he's old school.
yeah, it was still hell.
What year is this?
So yeah, yeah, I know, bro. He's way behind, but that's fine. So we'll set something up. They want a 3v3.
So we're gonna do 3 Christian debaters versus 3 Islamic debaters as well.
Okay, I think I got like 2 that wanted that hit me up, and I could easily make it 3. That's fine.
We need one more.
Okay. We'll make that happen. Probably not this week, guys, because I'm going to be going to Las Vegas tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some content out there.
With who? One song?
Yeah. I'm going to do some with Jake Shields, the Twins, Dan Bilzerian.
Fire.
So we're going to make some stuff happen. It's going to be a good time. What else?
Is it Uvu too?
I was going to say the Twitter space yesterday, but we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I won't even talk about that, really. Maybe we'll talk. Actually, you know what? We'll talk about it a little bit more on Fresh Fit News.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to y'all a little bit about. I'll give you guys like the clean version of it on Fresh Fit News.
Super clean.
What else? Rumble.com/freshfit and CastleClub.tv, guys.
Pretty
Join
much.
us there.
Zoom call was fire.
Yeah.
We did for the guys. It was pretty good fire
Yeah.
call. What else?
I got a debate on communism and capitalism coming up for you guys with Andrew Wilson and Haas.
Okay.
That's probably going to be on the 24th. So we got some things coming up for you guys. They're going to be good. So some Vegas content this week. Fresh is going to stay back and do some stuff. Oh, you want to tell them what you're going to do Wednesday?
Yes. So there was a recent article and a recent news report of a woman that drove a car and crashed into 2 other cars and killed 2 people. And for whatever reason, she was on our podcast a couple years ago. So we're going to talk about that.
Exactly 1 year ago, to be exact. April last year.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about it in detail because I actually know her pretty well. And my co-host for that day. So it's going to be funny to react to that. And not funny, but go into detail about what happened. And
Wait,
how
your
she
co-host
is.
for that day?
Co-host.
Your co-host for that day?
You're not going to be here.
Oh, okay,
Kevo.
okay. Oh, okay, because, Kevin knows her too?
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Small world.
All right.
It's wild. Anyhow, that's the update.
Yeah, they're going to talk about that. But yeah, that'll be on Wednesday. And then they're going to do after hours as well with some ladies. So yeah, but I will be out there in Vegas filming some stuff. I'm going to bring Bills with me. We'll IRL stream some of the stuff as well. So it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. But that is sad, though. Like you said, 2 dads died that day for her reckless driving on drugs.
Yeah, bro.
I
showed the crash yesterday on Rumble. As you guys know, I did the El Mayo breakdown on
Fed Reacts.
On Fed Reacts, and I went a little bit longer. We did a Twitter space, whatever. I did that on Rumble for obvious reasons. And we talked about a bunch of stuff. But at the end, someone asked me about it, and I was like, let me look this up. And I looked up, shout out to Donovan Sharp, his video. And we saw, obviously, the crash. It was crazy. But yeah, Fred's going to go into more detail. I didn't know that you knew her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So he'll give you guys some more stuff tomorrow.
Hey, man, don't ask how I know her. Don't ask. Anyhow, let's continue.
CastleClub.tv, guys. Check us out over there. And then rumble.com/freshfit. That is the home base. And then Today's episode, guys, with Money Monday, instead of having like more of a
Main topic.
like a main topic that we're going to talk about, we're going to talk to you guys more about like the markets and what's going on. So you guys are kind of aware since Monday, and it's the news. So you want to kick out the first topic?
Yeah, so we broke it down into 3 topics mainly, and the first one is going to be rates. So what's happening now, guys, is that the rates are actually like at an all-time high. And
We
speaking
got an
about
article here, right?
yeah, actually lowering rates in the future. But right now, where we're at, a lot of people are worried about buying property.
Oh, Q&A too, guys. So get
Investments.
your questions in as well, because
Yeah.
we're going to be doing. We want this to be like more like a discussion as well with you ninjas.
Yeah. And obviously, people are worried because they want to invest money, but they want to wait till rates go down, right? That's most people's concern. So there's an article right here, if you don't mind, Myron.
If you don't mind.
If you don't mind, brother.
Yeah, I was already getting my glasses ready because I knew you wanted me to read this. All
Of
right.
course.
Over the past couple of years, Americans dealt with, and I'm sorry, guys, that my voice sounds funny like this. I was going on some rants yesterday on X, so I apologize.
Some?
Did you hear?
Yeah.
You heard them?
Some rants.
I snuck in a few times.
You heard what I said about censorship?
I've snuck in a few times.
Okay,
you
all
know.
right. All right. Over the past couple of years, Americans dealt with persistent inflation in the U.S. economy. In an effort to keep inflation at bay, the Federal Reserve raised its benchmark rate several times, and now it remains at a 23-year high. As a result, this increased, which, by the way, guys, we did a whole talk on the Fed and how central banking messes up economies, but that's a whole other thing. As a result, this increased the interest rates for many consumer loans, including mortgages, making it too expensive for many people to buy a home. While mortgage rates remain relatively high, today's average 30-year mortgage rate as of August 19, 2024 is 6.57, which is significantly higher than the pandemic-era lows of 3% rates. Mortgage rates have started to decline a little in recent months, and the Fed might cut rates soon, which could lead to even lower mortgage rates. That said, in today's unusual economic environment, there are other factors that could also impact mortgage rates, such as the health of the economy. Bad news for the economy can be good news for mortgage rates, says Melissa Cohn, Regional Vice President Williams Ravis Mortgage. With that in mind, where are the mortgage rates heading this fall? We asked some experts for their predictions.
Yeah, who gave him that sound clip back? Who gave that back to him, bro?
I did it myself. All right, so here's the thing. I'll let me give you guys my opinion on this, and then you guys can and then I'll turn it back to Fresh. So, I want you guys to know, do not let higher interest rates keep you from buying a house, right? I know some of you guys heard me on the yacht say, "Hey, residential is being annoying right now, or sucks right now." Mm-hmm. Yes, in Miami. In Miami, residential right now sucks because what's going on in Miami right now, right, is the houses are too expensive and the interest rates are also too expensive where you cannot charge enough rent where it makes sense to buy the house.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, guys? So when you buy a home, right, you got to calculate how much your monthly payment is going to be. And when I calculate how much the monthly payment is going to be based on the price of the home and the interest rate, along with how much rent that house will be able to collect, right? A lot of times you either break even or you don't profit. If it doesn't profit, you don't buy it. And in Miami, the housing is at damn near all-time highs because so many people have moved here. You guys got to understand, since 2020, the population of Florida in general has went up significantly because people realized a couple of things. Number one, there's no state income taxes here. Number two, the weather's fantastic. Number three, it's way cheaper to live here than up north. And then number four, you can work from anywhere. So if you can work from anywhere, right, that's what the pandemic pretty much proved. Why are you going to live in New York, right? So everyone moved down here because it's way cheaper to live. I'll give you guys an example. You want to get, at least back in 2020 prices, you could get a one-bedroom, nice apartment in Brickell, right, in Miami, back in 2020, 2019-ish. I was paying $1,700 for my spot.
Incredible, by the way.
I was paying $1,700.
Incredible.
At my old spot. When you guys look at our old, when we first started doing Fresh Fit, you look at my old stuff when I was you could see the background or whatever, and I first started streaming. That was my old apartment. It was down the street. It was actually down at the, I'll say it. It was down at the Fortune House.
Yeah.
Right? The Fortune House.
It's the property with all the people on it, the black paint with white people on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that building is it's a hotel and a condo.
All in one.
Now, yeah, all in one. And you guys are probably like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Myron, a hotel and a condo? Yeah, so in Miami, it's very weird. There's buildings that it's a Florida thing. I haven't seen this in any other states. Correct me, guys, if you guys have it in your state, tell me. I'd like to know. But here in Florida, there's buildings that serve as hotels and as apartment buildings and or condominiums. So I had a condo that I was renting for $1,700 a month, had a balcony, security, gym, all that, right? A valet in the front. And the thing I liked about it was, since it's a hotel, guess what? It's always fucking clean.
Yeah.
It's a hotel.
Yeah.
So I like that. And then also there was valet, all this crap. So
And you share a pool as well.
and you shared a pool, all
Yeah.
that. So it was $1,700 a month, which is cheap. If I want an apartment like that, let's say it's in a New York City equivalent, let's say Manhattan,
Damn.
bruh, try $17,000 a month
Minimum.
easily.
Yeah.
So, so that's why a lot of people came down here, because they were like, okay. And I'm kind of going over like Miami real estate in general with you guys, and then we're gonna broaden out to the rest of Florida and then the country. But I'm speaking here just so you guys kind of see like on a more micro level. Then we're gonna go back out to the macro. Right. So when it came when in Miami, Florida, right? When people come down to Miami, they usually go to Miami Beach, right? Ocean Drive, the beach. Collins, all that other stuff. When people think of Miami, like tourists and stuff like that, when they think of Miami, you guys do realize you're not actually staying in Miami. You guys are going to Miami Beach. That's where all the tourists are. That's where everyone hangs out.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone thought prior to 2020 that Miami was expensive. No, it wasn't Miami that was expensive. It was Miami Beach that was expensive. But the city of Miami was still very affordable back then, right? So when I got here in 2018 and I got my apartment for $1,700 a month in Brickell over there at the Fortune House, you guys can Google it right now, right? 185 Southeast Terrace, whatever the fuck, I forget the thing, right? Rent was very cheap, and that was all of Miami, like all of like the city of Miami and Brickell. You could find a great apartment for under $2,000 in the heart of it, and you can walk everywhere. Versus you take that functional equivalent and bring it to New York City, whatever, you're paying 10 to 20K to get the same thing. And that's up north in general. Boston, Washington, D.C., New York City. Hell, even Philadelphia in some parts was expensive. That was the Northeast in general. Then on top of that, you had in the cold weather, the high taxes, crime rates, all this other stuff. And then people are like, what the fuck? So the pandemic pretty much proved that you could work from anywhere, from home, because everyone was working remotely. So what did they do? They said, so if I don't need to go to the office and I can work remotely, why don't I go down to Florida where it's cheaper, it's warmer, there's no state income tax.
And there's beach.
And there's a beach. Fuck that. And then everyone started figuring out that the city of Miami is not Miami Beach, and you could actually get an apartment for under $2,000. Everyone fucking came down here, going crazy. That's why the city has exploded. Guys, every single house that I bought in Miami in 2020 and 2021, all those buildings are well over $100,000 extra in equity, just because of everyone that moved here, right? Now, that's in Miami. You spread that out to Florida, Orlando, Tampa, etc. They haven't grown to the same level as Miami, because this is like one of the bigger major cities here, but it's also exploded in popularity as well. And that's why real estate prices have went up significantly. But with that said, that was in 2020, 2021, maybe even a little bit of 2022. But then the interest rates went up, because at this point, the interest rates were like 3%. So people were coming here because they were getting houses cheap. They were leaving New York, and they were going to get interest rates at 3%.
Yeah.
So everyone's fucking moving because when you get interest rates at 3%, guys, that's like effectively free money. Like that's very little added to your mortgage. We're talking on a 30-year fixed, you buy a $300,000 house, an extra $200 a month, some shit like that.
Isn't bad.
30-year fixed. It's free money, damn near. You're borrowing for almost for free. So, and you're locking that rate in for 30 years. That's the big one, guys. When you get a home mortgage, it's 30 years fixed rate, 3%. That's crazy. So that was Florida. That was Texas, right? And we saw a bunch of, people move from California to Texas. We saw Joe Rogan move during the pandemic era. We saw Elon Musk move during the pandemic era. You saw businesses move during the pandemic era.
Even Graham Stephan moved.
Graham Stephan moved.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of YouTubers. So, and that's just to show you guys like on the front lines who moved. But in reality, a lot of other people moved too. Nevada, a lot of people left these blue states. New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. Well, not Pennsylvania so much, but New York, Massachusetts, California.
All over.
They, Colorado, they left these places to go, to Nevada, Texas, Florida, right? Interest rates were low. So now, obviously, interest rates have doubled. And a house that you could have been able to buy back in 2020, you can't buy now, right? Because not only has the housing market increased, with the price that I just explained to you guys because people moved. But also interest rates have went up. So now in Miami in particular, since the properties are up, the interest rates are up, it's very difficult for you to now go ahead and rent a house and still make profit because rents have pretty much stagnated in Florida. I would argue in a lot of places, even rent, you've had to bring it down. On a couple of my properties, I've had to bring the rent down.
Damn.
Yeah. Not by much, but it's still cash flows. But it's because I got it at such a good rate that it doesn't matter. But if I had bought it like maybe a year or two later with a higher interest rate, the numbers wouldn't work.
At all, yeah.
So buying it with a low interest rate, guys, does matter. And then also, obviously, what you can compare it with on rents. And rents have pretty much flatlined in Florida, at least, especially Miami.
So I have friends that wanted to get into property, but they're waiting.
Give me ones if that makes sense for you guys in the chat. Give me ones if that. I explained the Florida market and the Miami market in particular, but this also applies to a lot of these other places where people move. Give me ones if that makes sense.
It makes sense. But I have friends that wanted to get into property, right? And they're thinking to themselves, if I just wait till everything dies down, then I'll buy property. But then I ask a question to them as well and to the audience. If you're going to wait for people to buy property later on, right? Everyone has invested money right now that's an investor. They would have found a property and bought it already before you because they're looking, as we speak now, for properties. And if you're waiting to buy property in the future when rates are down, everyone that buys properties is already buying properties anyway. So my thing is like, when it comes to rates, I understand they are pretty high right now, but if you're smart about it, you get properties now while they're on the market because the biggest thing is finding deals. Deals are hard to find anyway. When everyone's looking for a deal, then guess what? It's going to be extremely hard to find regardless. But if people are not looking for deals that much and they're scared to buy, that's when you should buy. So with the rates being this high, what I would do is I would buy now while they're still high and then refinance whenever it comes down to a lower rate. Because let's be honest here, guys. It won't stay high forever. And at that point, you just refinance their property or cash out refinance or HELOC, and then from there, get that money out and then get another property. But the biggest thing I want to do say about rates is that with rates, you always want to have the option to lower them if you can, which means wait for them to drop down and then lower them. But don't be scared to buy property, guys. Buy now while you still can, while they're on the market, because all these deals that you see right now on the marketplace won't be there in the future. So get it now.
Yeah. You're better off picking up a property now while you guys can. Yeah. But yeah, obviously you got to find a deal. But this is where, when the rates are high like this, guys, this is where you have to come in aggressive and offer. I hate to say, you got to offer low. You got to lowball price them, you know. And the thing is that you simply can, because keep in mind, if it doesn't make sense for you and it doesn't make money, it's not going to make money for other investors as well.
Also,
so you can make
motivated.
a lowball. You can make a lowball offer. What is that?
Also, they're also motivated to sell
Yes.
because either they need money themselves or they just want to get out to get another property.
Yeah.
So either way, they're going to be motivated to sell to you as the buyer.
Yeah, especially if it's closer to the end of the year, which is what we're at now. Because, guys, the reason why is because of something called the 1031 exchange. So if they sell the house, they have a certain amount of time to go ahead and get that 1031 exchange done after they take the profits from the deal and then move it over to another property.
Yeah.
So they'll also be motivated at the end of the year as well. So a lot of times I find good deals at the end of the year. Sometimes I have to buy them cash because, you know, that's another thing too you guys can do to get around this whole bank shit, right? Mm-hmm. You could buy deals cash. Now, I know some of you guys are like, well, hold on, Myron, didn't you say buying cash is stupid? It is. It is stupid a lot of the times. But there are particular instances where buying a house cash can make sense, and then you don't lose access to that capital, because as soon as you buy it cash, you could turn around and either do a refi or do a HELOC on that house. Mm-hmm. So you have access to that equity that you got. Because once you own it outright, there's no bank involved. It's your house, right? You just pay taxes on it. That's it. All the money that it makes, you keep 100%. You don't got to pay a mortgage, nothing. However, I know some people might not want to tie up $200,000-$300,000. That's totally cool. You can go ahead and tie up that money and then go ahead and basically get access to it later. Will you get access to the full $200,000? No. You'll only be able to access maybe $160K, $170K, $150K. But you still have access to a portion of that capital, which I think is still a W, assuming you can't get the house through other means. Because keep in mind, guys, that there are some deals where banks won't give you a loan on the house because maybe it doesn't meet, they're appraised, there's issues with it, they don't want to give a loan. The seller says, I don't want to do a deal with the bank, I need cash only, right? They're trying to make it done quickly because cash deals, you can get the deal done in like 2 weeks. So there's a multitude of reasons why cash can make more sense. I mean, I'll tell you guys a story. Last year, last year, right? It was the end of 2022. End of 2022.
December, right?
Yeah, December. I bought a house in Pompano Beach, right? And I bought it cash. $400,000 was a new build, right? The guy, it's a steel house, right? And it won some like awards for fucking like being super wind resistance, whatever. The dude that built it, long story short, the dude that built it was like a developer. He built the house kind of to like show this is a house that's steel that can resist wind, blah blah blah, and it won some awards, etc. Whatever the fuck. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, right? But the issue is that he needed to get rid of it quick because he bought it he built it to flex, but it cost him quite a bit of money to build. But he's okay with that because he wanted to report the losses on his taxes.
Okay, that's
right?
Okay.
So he wanted to report the losses. So he built it out of pocket, cost him a lot more money to build it than what he was going to sell it for, but he didn't give a fuck because the losses would actually benefit him. Yeah. Older guy. So he was like, look, this is off market, but $400,000. Now, obviously, I grit my teeth. I was like, what the fuck? But it was the end of the year. I said, all right, whatever. I bought it cash, right? For $400K. But now that house is worth $500,000.
Damn.
Right? It's worth $500,000. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Pompano Beach, and that's an upcoming area. That's why when you guys hear me talk to the girls about Pompano Beach or whatever, I know a little bit about it because I look at that market and I was like, okay, is it worth buying a bullet? It is up and coming. Normally, 3-4 years ago, piece of shit. Never fucking invest over there. But it's getting better because the pandemic made people come to Florida. People come to Florida. They can't afford to live in Miami anymore because it gets outpriced from all the fucking yuppies that come from New York. So where do they go? They move in the Miami-Dade, Broward County area. Pompano Beach is an area that's going. And Pompano Beach, I would say, is more of a Fort Lauderdale. It's a Fort Lauderdale suburb. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's funny. Kodak Black talks about Pompano a lot. Right?
Yeah. Suburb.
I mean, suburb as in like the major city.
I get what you're saying.
Fort
I
Lauderdale.
saying.
Oh, like this.
It's the closest major city.
Yes.
So Kodak talks about Pompano a lot, right? And he's almost like glorifying it as like the hood area.
Yeah.
But
there are some parts of it. Yeah.
I went on a date by the boardwalk over there in Pompano. I was shocked to see how developed it was, how nice it was as well. My bad. And then how many white people were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Wait, hold on. I thought it was mainly like black, but there's a bunch of white people there on the boardwalk.
A lot of Brazilians.
Chilling, buying ice cream, eating dinner. I'm like, damn, this area is pretty affluent. So over time, it's developed into that side, which is more affluent as well.
I was surprised. I went this weekend too. So yeah, I was actually very shocked how nice and developed it already.
It's getting a lot better.
It's
that's
nice,
Florida
man.
in general.
Shocked.
It's nice.
Yeah, and that's Florida. And the reason why that place is developing is because people can't afford to live in Miami. So what do? They move. They go up north. They go to Broward County, and there's better schools too up north than down here. Miami-Dade is notorious for sucking with schools unless you send your kids to a private school.
Yeah.
So did I want to do that deal? I was pissed, but I did it. Grit my teeth. But now the house is worth way more, right? But that's one of the houses I've had to bring my rent down a bit. You can't charge as much rent up there in Pompano Beach because the rents have kind of flattened out.
So did someone tell you, or did you just do it automatically because tenants left? How'd you know to like lower the rent?
I just know because comparables in the area.
Okay.
Comparables in the area, and then like I could tell with how long it stays on the market. So what I'll do is I'll put my and this is a tip you guys could do too. If you have property, put your unit on the market for at or a little bit below market rent, and then let a bidding war occur.
Okay.
Let a bidding war occur, and then just put the person in. Oh, another pro tip, guys. I don't give a fuck how much money they make. And I'm learning this the hard way because I got 2 tenants that make over $100,000 a year that still can't pay their fucking rent. Actually, I'm evicting a bitch out of one of my houses right now that makes over $100K.
What did she do for work?
I forget what it was. She does something. I forget what
she a nurse?
Something in that field.
That makes sense. You nurses out there, man.
Yeah. Then I had another dude that was like an airline pilot. Not pilot. Airline mechanic. Plane mechanic. Didn't pay his rent. But then they both had shitty ass credit scores. But I was like, you know what? Y'all make enough money. We should be okay. Guys, pro tip. It doesn't matter how much money they make. If their credit score sucks, bro, don't give them the fucking unit, guys. Don't give it to them.
I'll take it further.
Don't fucking give it to them.
If you want to date a chick, your credit score sucks, don't date her, bro. 700 or above only. Facts.
All right. But yeah, so that's something I learned. Like how much money they make, people can never outspend bad habits, bro. Sorry, they can never outlive their bad, outsave their bad fucking habits.
Yeah.
Like it's just fucking ridiculous. So, yeah, she's a fucking bum. But yeah, she was complaining, oh, my kid's out. Shut up, man.
But regardless though with rates, we're just saying, guys, as a summary here, don't let them scare you. If you want to get into property, do it now while you still can. Because I'm telling you, BlackRock and these investors that we have nowadays,
They're still buying
New York,
single-family homes.
Canada, they're buying right now as we speak, and those deals won't be there.
And I'd argue that articles like that are put out to scare you.
It is.
From buying a house.
It is.
Because just like he said, guys, BlackRock since the pandemic has been buying single-family homes like fucking crazy.
Like almost every hour, basically, if you think about it.
They're buying houses all the time. And Chris Crone, who we did a Zoom call with him, please go check it out. It was great, guys.
Yeah.
He talks about this. There's a reason why he buys single-family homes. Single-family homes are never going to go out of style. You'll always be able to like rent those.
So I got a tip for the guys watching right now. If you're here watching right now, this is a goal of mine where you can go right now, buy property, and make massive gain. So I have an investor friend that lives in Orlando, and he told me this actual location that's really good for buying properties. I'm going to buy some as well next coming months. Celebration, Florida in Orlando.
Celebration, Florida?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that area, any property over there, go on Zillow.com or Redfin or any of those websites, even single family homes over there have the tendency to go up in value immensely. So buying them now while the market's kind of like a little bit shitty, wait a year or two, it'll blow up in value. Just buying it right now.
Celebration, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. There you guys go.
Yep.
But yeah, so that house, like I told you guys before, right? So I was mad I grit my teeth. I bought it, but it's worth $500K now. So effectively, if I wanted to, I could do a home, open up a home equity line of credit, or I can do
70, 80K.
or I can, and I'd have, or I could do a cash out refinance and pull that money out, get 70-80% out, and that would give me access to like 500,000. Set 80%. That'd be like 400,000.
Damn.
Yeah, 70-80%. 80% would give me like 400K.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, guys, like that I could have access to. So it does make sense sometimes to buy houses cash, especially when you find a deal like that and the seller he didn't want to do a bank loan.
But the problem is people of our generation don't want to buy property nowadays, so they're going to be renters for like a long period of time, bro.
Yeah, which is very bad. That's a millennial thing, by the way. Millennials and Gen Zers are notorious for now buying stuff. They
Even
want
though
to rent.
they make more money than a lot of people from the past, they still believe
Their money doesn't go as far. That's why, because of inflation.
Yeah. Speaking of which, our next topic is going to be this exactly, about how millennials are making more money, but at the same time, right now where we live in inflation, high costs, and energy costs as well.
They're talking about buying land. Guys, look, I'm going to keep it a buck. I think buying land's a fucking waste.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I genuinely think buying land is a waste. So many people ask me about buying land. Guys, I don't fuck with land. I think it's a big ass fucking waste.
Something that's going to make you money, like instantly, then maybe. But even then, I'd be cautious about it.
A lot of you guys buy land in random ass places too. Like, bro, look, if you want to buy land in fucking Wynwood in Miami, cool. Be my guest. You're sitting on a couple $1 million.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's a bunch of people. If you go to Wynwood, Miami right now, there's a bunch of open fucking lots that have like signs around them saying building coming soon, blah, blah, blah. Those are smart people that bought that land for $500,000, whatever it may be. Now it's going to be worth millions because they're going to put a fucking a high rise there. Yeah. Then we could have a conversation about buying fucking land. But in general, buying land's a waste of money, man. You don't get the same tax write-offs because you can't cost segregate it at all. And for you guys that are wondering, cost segregation is based on the actual property, the wear and tear of the house. But if you have land, because when you do cost segregation, you can't put the land into the cost segregation survey. So you're not able to derive the same benefits from a tax perspective for buying land. And let's be honest here, a lot of times land, you're not making money on it. You just buy it and you kind of just sit on it, unless you have like a parking lot on it or something like that.
And you got to pay taxes on it too.
Yeah. So
it's costing you money.
I don't know. I think land is stupid because I saw someone in here talking about buying land. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, unless you're like a very savvy investor, you got your portfolio set up, you're making cash flow, whatever, you want to dabble in land and, it's a long-term thing, whatever, you got some, you know what you're doing, fine. But most of you guys that are watching this show right now, bro, land is, nah.
If I had a network of developers that I knew personally, then I'll buy land. Other than that, I'm not buying land.
Yeah, it's a big fucking waste.
Yeah.
But
okay, cool. So we got the article here, Bills?
Yes.
All right, millennials are wealthier now than their parents who are at the same age in drastic turnaround report. We got a video here as well. Yeah, you can play it. Just the first part. Fun fact, he's in Orlando as well.
Spend the day in my steel toe boots.
Oh, this commercial. Lame. Anyhow, yeah, he talks about what's going on right now with the current market and millennials, and it's really crazy what he's talking about with the.
Yeah, I think most of us in America would define the middle class as somebody who can work a 40-hour-a-week career and can have the income to purchase the average home in America, and possibly even have a spouse at home, raise a couple children, take a 2-week vacation, have a car that's 5 to 10 years old, nothing fancy, still turning the lights off in the house. Like a lot of us grew up middle class, and we watched what middle class was in the 80s and 90s as millennials. And nowadays, that's what's moved the goalpost more than anything is the housing market. Because just 5 years ago, the median household income was about 60, 70,000, and that's what you needed to qualify for a home. Now in 2024, the average home is $400,000, $420,000 for most of Americans, and you need about $120,000 as a income to have a shot at qualifying for that house. So just in the housing market alone, I feel is what shifted the goalpost. And if someone can afford to purchase a home, which is fine, maybe people are going through struggles or need more time, you're then forced to rent because you need somewhere to live. But now the rent prices are taking up 30 to 40% of people's income, making it harder for them to save for a house. So it's this perpetual cycle that has keeping people out of the middle class, which is what we're seeing at a rapid pace here in the last few years. So 120.
So nowadays, people bring up middle class. I think it's pretty much like dead. I think now where middle class is basically like either you're successful and you have a high-paying career, or you're not successful and you're working at minimum wage or average minimum wage. What do you think about that, middle class?
Yeah, I mean it's slowly evaporating, right? Because I don't. It's either I would say if anything, it's more along the lines of you're either poor or upper middle class. But this whole middle class thing, it's not even, because you could barely make a living with a middle class salary. Like you could really like you.
I mean, other than paying your mortgage and paying for the cars
and food, because food is outrageous right now.
To me, like vacation and maybe once a year if you're lucky. At that much?
$50K a year, yeah.
Yeah, because
$50K a year, you could provide for yourself as a single guy. But like for a family, man, I remember you used to be able to provide for a family with $50K per year when I was like growing up. Now you can't. There's no way.
Like you mentioned, most
you're gonna be
properties
struggling
now are $400K plus. Yeah. That is not cheap. And then you add in the cost of living, food, groceries, and then car prices.
I think the average medium is like when we talk about Chris, what was it, like three to 400,000?
Yep.
And nationwide, 300,000 to 500,000.
Yep. So you're gonna need a lot more money, and as well, everyday expenses are even higher. So I think middle class is pretty much like gone. Upper middle class is a good thing to say as well. But honestly, guys, like this is why people nowadays, especially millennials, don't want to buy. They just want to rent. They want to travel. They want to go out to eat, and they want to enjoy life, but not have a heavy bill on their expenses. And I get it because
they'd rather rent, which I think is stupid a lot of times. But
it is. But their mindset is, okay, I could spend all this money and be burdened by this weight on my shoulder, which is the property, or just rent and move when I want to move. So the freedom of moving and having that access ability is what's driving them to say, you know what, I'll just travel, rent, and then eat wherever I want. I mean, I get it, but it's not smart though, because you're paying rent to somebody's mortgage when you pay your own rent, which is your mortgage. But
yeah, I mean, renting makes sense sometimes. I mean, actually, it makes sense most of the time, right? Like buying is not always necessarily the best, but my issue is that they don't own any assets. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
it's like they don't have any assets. If you want to rent where you live, that's fine, but do you own assets? And most of them don't.
Because let's say you were pretty scared about spending money, right? But let's say you bought a property, maybe.
Well, also keep in mind, millennials, that's our age group. They have the Dave Ramsey advice. Don't have debt.
True.
Right? You know, save your money. Like, you know, it's this whole, like, doom of having debt in general. And they think all debt is bad. But the reality is it's only really consumer debt. Because Dave Ramsey teaches millennials and even people like our age, like, he tells you don't even take a mortgage to buy a house, Dave Ramsey.
But to be fair, people should follow his advice though, because most people are not good with money. So they're gonna do the worst things possible to the extreme.
For idiots, yes.
So generally,
for idiots that don't understand how credit works and how debt really works, especially when you live in a country like America that's run by a central fucking bank, like debt, if you know what you're doing, is very intelligent. I like how, because like Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, Ken McElroy, These guys talk about debt where you can use debt as a fucking asset, which is true because because we live in a debt monetary based system. If you're able to use a debt intelligently and acquire assets that pay for themselves, then the debt is 100% worth it. So,
Okay. I mean, honestly, bro, from my opinion, what millennials should do is they should work their asses off, I want to say overtime as much as possible, and then at that point, use that money to buy property. And if you can't do that, work 2 to 3 jobs minimum. But
yeah, you got to suffer for
but you're
a
gonna
few
say,
years.
oh, I'm tired from work. I want to watch TikTok. All right, buddy. Well, then that's where you're gonna live at. Rent forever and die as a renter. But
Yep. Quick word from our sponsors. Go ahead, Bill, Mo.
All right. This episode is sponsored by Upside. The free Upside app gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. There are over 100,000 gas stations. My favorite is Shell's and Chevron, which Upside is compatible with. Like 100,000 gas stations. Oh yeah, go up a little. Yeah, gets you back, cash back. Yeah, and yes, it's real cash back. No confusing rewards, points, or credit. Just actual money you can transfer straight to your bank account. Frequent Upside users can earn up to an average of $340 per year. To find out how much you can earn, click the link in the description and get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. Next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Then pay as usual with a credit or debit card. And all you got to do to put that, you just go on the app, click wallet, and then look at that. Simple. All you have to do is have your information and Upside will take it. And just follow the steps and get paid. People can earn up to 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty programs and credit card rewards. $100 million is cash back is being earned by users each week. Some places you can find them. Some places you scroll down. Some places you can find them like gas stations like Phillips, 66, Shells, Valero, Circle K, Marathon, Chevron, Exxon, Mobil, TA, 7-Eleven, Love's, BP, Casey's, Sunoco, and many more. Restaurants like Chipotle, Myron's favorite, Papa John's, Dairy Queen's, Domino's, Mario's Pizza, Arby's, Checkers, KFC, Popeyes, Rallies, Taco Bell, many more, many more. Scroll down. And top earners are making $300 a month. Find out how much you can earn. Click the link in the description to download Upside and use code FNF. That is code FNF to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Or scan the QR code here to claim this offer. And thank you, Upside. Oh yeah, download free Upside app at upside.app.link/FNF. And thank you, Upside, for sponsoring this episode.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Mo. So where we at here?
so for millennials, what advice would you give to them to like move forward and become better?
I think buying real estate is the way to go.
Yeah.
Like I think all your money guys that use like work as many jobs as you can, even if you got like a bullshit like minimum wage job or whatever. Like you can work multiple of those. You can work maybe at a burger spot, then do Uber, then do maybe some Uber Eats, whatever it may be, and then make as much money as you can and pick up your first property and house hack your way in. I think that's the best way to get in as a millennial, because at least once you get that first property, I don't even care if you become a real estate investor. Once you get that first property and you're able to live in it and rent out the other side, or you have roommates or whatever, you're able to live for free. So at least you're going to cut your biggest expense, which is living expense for most Americans.
Yep.
And then let's say you own your car. Bro, that in itself is going to make your life so much easier.
You know what's crazy about, especially guys as well for cars? Cars are our biggest thing that we buy next to after rent.
Yeah.
And usually we buy cars either with lease or finance. But the more I'm in the car space, the more I learn about cars, bro. It is literally eating at your wealth. the more you do that. So paying a car off actually saves you hell of money over time. So that's well said.
Yeah, man. Guys, just drive a beater, bro. Like, it really isn't that serious, man. Like, a lot of people want, to have the nicest car or whatever. For most of you guys, it doesn't make sense. Like, unless you're running a business and you're buying a car that's like 6,000, what is it, 3,000 or 6,000 pounds?
I believe it's 6,000 pounds.
It doesn't make sense financially to own to buy a super nice car, man. It really doesn't make sense for you. Because a lot of you guys have like regular jobs. You're not an entrepreneur. It doesn't make sense. And don't fall for the fucking, bullshit. Oh, bro, have a super nice car. It's worth it. Live a little, blah, blah. Like, no, man, don't fall for that shit, bro.
6,000 pounds.
6,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, don't fall for that shit, guys. It's not worth it, man.
Especially like nowadays, especially with the current car market, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah, no, hell no. And then interest rates are high.
Yeah, wait. And
you're
look,
paying $500 to lease a Camry.
If you're gonna buy a car, buy at least 3 to 4 years lower than the current year. Because I'm telling you guys, it look the exact same, but you're gonna save on depreciation and as well new car tax. Because new car tax basically means you buy the car brand new, the moment you drive it off the lot, you gotta pay a tax, a huge tax, at least 20% down on the car, so off the car.
Oh, you mean the value of the car goes
going down? Yeah, 100%.
When you say brand new, are we talking about brand new as in like the year it was released? It's got current year, or do you mean brand new as in like no zero mileage?
Brand new from the dealership. That can mean either the exact year or a new car that was not put miles on.
Okay, so it could be a 2022, but brand new, zero mileage.
Well, at that point, the value should be lowered, but just to be extra careful, 3 to 4 years lower, pre-owned.
So if anyone's buying a car now, they should be looking for a 2021
pre-owned.
Pre-owned.
That's in good condition. That's serviced by the dealership or manufacturer, has a warranty on it. Boom. That's it.
What's the price range?
It depends on what they want. But let's say they're getting a Toyota or Honda, you can spend maybe like 12 to 17K.
Yeah, give us like the reliable cars, what they should be spending.
So
Camrys, Hondas, like what do you think they should be spending?
If you're in South Florida, I recommend Rick Case. Shout out to them. That was my first. That's my second car I bought from Florida. Is Rick Case high-end Elantra. But those companies have cars that last forever. You buy those one time, pre-owned, of course. Don't buy brand new. And what's gonna happen is once you buy those cars, you drive to work A to Z for years, and they last forever. Now, granted though, if you buy a new car from any location at all, what's gonna happen is the car value once you drive off the lot is gonna go down, and then you have to pay what's called what's the term for it? It's when you're not underwater, but you're like what's the term for it again? When you owe money in a car when you buy it.
But the value of the car is below it?
Yeah, below it. I thought it was called.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, most people, I call it like being upside down
there
on
you
a
go.
deal.
That's it.
Okay.
So when you're upside down on a deal like that, like you're gonna feel the pain of paying off because guys, remember, the car, you still have it. You're paying monthly for insurance and the price of the car. So imagine you want to sell it. Guess what you gotta do? Pay the difference of the car from the value. So that means you gotta pay between roughly.
You're overpaying for a car that's worth less.
Yeah.
Because you locked in that rate.
100%.
Oh, God.
And they, mind you, they know what's happening because to them it's like, okay, you just signed this piece of paper for finance or for lease, we got you. Remember, they make money on the front.
Because those terms were done at the point when you signed that paper,
Yes.
and you're stuck in that.
They make money from the front end, but most of it from the back end. That's what they get you, bro. So the front end is easy. The back end, that's where the money goes.
Dude, buying a new car now, it just seems like there's no way to, like.
It's the finesse, bro. It's the finesse.
So at this point, would you advise anyone ever buy a brand new car?
No. Honestly, no. There's no point. Like, there's cars already that have been made from prior years that are just as good and look exactly the same. Ta-da. And if you're a mechanic or you know someone that's a mechanic, you can go to them for a repair or for maintenance. Don't go to the dealership. Go to them. It's way cheaper. They do the same job, and they don't tax you. So, it's just some tips here, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
And then the last topic for today.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris recently told everyone
Which we're going to have Fresh Fit News for just coming soon.
On financial gain for the American people. So let's see the article. Okay. Kamala Harris unveils economic plan, including a whopping $1.7 trillion in handouts, Fed ban on grocery store price gouging. Wow. This is crazy. We can play the video as well. So she's going to give us handouts. Is this going to be like PPP loans? Or is it going to be like the,
New York Post trying to tax us right now.
Oh, literally, bro. Sign up now, bro. Okay.
Raleigh, North Carolina. Vice President Kamala Harris on Friday unveiled the economic policy she would enact in her first 100 days in office, and it comes with a whopping estimated $1.7 trillion in handouts as well as government price controls on groceries amid ravaging Biden-Harris administration inflation. Her economic plans includes measures to dole out $25,000 to help first-time home owners with their down payment and give up to $6,000 tax breaks for lower and middle-class income families who have a child in their first year of life. Harris did not say what incomes qualify as lower and middle. The housing subsidies alone are absolutely inflationary and would push a $2 trillion deficit even higher, Brian Riedel, senior economic fellow at the Manhattan Institute, told the Post, referring to the already projected budget shortfall for 2024. Those subsidies make up just $200 billion of the $1.7 trillion handout pledged to voters.
So she was critiqued on many platforms about not stating her policies. She stated one. And it's already terrible.
And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I think personally, man, Kamala is just not for us, bro.
Look, if you guys are watching Fresh and Fit, right, and you're thinking about voting Democrat, you guys are doing something wrong. Like, we teach you guys to be entrepreneurs. We teach you guys to have a regular job, but also do entrepreneurial ventures on the side. Stuff like this is going to fuck you up. Because here's the thing. You guys got to understand, right? When it comes to taxes, the people that get destroyed the most when it comes to taxes are childless people that earn between, I would say, 80,000 and more.
Yeah.
Because, and why it sucks is because once you start making 80K more, what ends up happening is you're considered like kind of rich, where the government's like, oh, we're going to take a bunch of money from you. So you're not making enough yet where you're actually making a fuck ton of money where you can like give that money out on taxes and be like, oh man, this sucks, but whatever, it's fine, I'm still okay. You're just entry level getting there.
Yeah.
So, but you're still getting taxed like someone who makes significantly more than you because now you hit that tax bracket. So you're at the bottom. You're a rich poor nigga, if I'm going to say it.
Basically.
You're basically a rich poor nigga. So you're getting taxed like a rich dude, but you just made it. So now you're getting hit with the fucking high taxes that someone in your bracket is also dealing with, but they make significantly more money than you. And that's the thing. Taxes are designed to take money from the people that have high income skills, that earn a lot of money, that don't have assets and don't have children. That's why I tell you guys, you need to have assets, especially if you're making quite a bit of money and you don't have kids, because the assets are going to protect you from bills like this. Because the thing that people don't get is when they see this stuff like, I'm going to get all this free money, woo. Where do you think they get that money from? You!
The people.
You! She not paying for it. You're paying for it. I'm paying for it. Actually, I'm not even paying for it. He ain't paying for it because we don't pay taxes.
Not no more.
The rich don't pay taxes, guys. The fucking middle class pay the taxes.
Yeah. You know the sad part about this? I can't say this word on YouTube. All the ends are going to be like, free money. Yeah, child support money. Oh, my God. And then it's like, wait, what's the byproduct of what you're going to do with the money? You know what you're going to do? Buy rims, buy shoes, and maybe some hard liquor, and stay in the hood. And I'm just like,
I'm interested to see how she's going to give them this $25,000 thing for homeowners. How are you going to give it to them?
Through app, through the mail, who knows, bro?
Fraud, right, for fraud, just like the PPP loans.
Bro, I just think right now where we're at in the current climate of finances, we're fucked. And without proper planning, like this is some bullshit, by the way, we're going to go even deeper in debt. And can Kamala really save us? No, she can't. Maybe Trump, but not Kamala.
Yeah, guys. Again, let's pull up that article again. This is another example of what I mean when I say that Democrats give out handouts, but they don't understand that giving those handouts means that you're going to have to take money from the very people that you're trying to give the handouts to.
But you know what I'm scared
like,
of?
do they not understand
But you know what's scary too? If people demand for this kind of behavior from the government, we're going to start relying on them as a source of money, and that means they have more control over us as people. So all the middle class or like lower class people that want to get these financial benefits are going to say, yo, help us, government. We need your help. They're going to say, oh, bet you need our help like this? Perfect. We'll lock you in. Now you're under our control. So it's scary, man.
So the CRFB estimates make it clear that the Harris agenda, like Biden's before, will be fiscally reckless and economically damaging. Adam Michael, the director of tax policy studies at the Libertarian Cato Institute, told the Post. Writing people large checks and enforcing price controls is a recipe for expanding demand and shrinking supply, creating shortages and necessitating rationing, Michael said. The $6,000 Child Plus tax credit is the next entry in the child tax credit arms race in which Republicans and Democrats are trying to outdo each other and writing Americans even bigger checks. It will only get more expensive from here. Yeah, and she actually did that because, if I'm not mistaken, J.D. Vance came up with a similar thing with the child tax.
Right.
I think it was like $4,000 or $5,000. This is very reckless to be adding this type of debt to our already existing mountain of debt, said Joel Griffith. Well, they don't care because we print the money. An economic research fellow at the Heritage Foundation told the Post in reference to the rising national deficit that currently sits at $34 trillion and is expected to reach $50 trillion by 2034. The nonpartisan tax foundation in an analysis was particularly troubled by the lack of detail she found it over where the funding for the handouts would come. It's going to come from us.
Bro,
it's going to come from the American people.
It's crazy because at this point, bro, what do we even do? I mean, if she actually wins the election, bro, which, bro, who knows? Like, this is going to fuck us up.
I'll give her credit for trying to stop the price gouging for the grocery stores, because they are definitely gouging. But, I mean, the other stuff, dude, I don't know. It's just not going to. And this is common with Democrats. Give out free handouts, and they don't understand that. Giving out free handouts means you have to tax the very people you're trying to give the handouts
I don't
to.
understand.
It's like they take $100 from you and give you back $70.
Right now she's...
And they say, hey, look, we're helping you. That's what they do.
But right now she's in office, right? And Biden's policies didn't work last time. This is an upgrade to Biden's policies. Is it going to work? No. It's the same shit. But, you know, we're fucked, bro.
Yeah, I don't think giving money to the middle class and the poor is the way to go. You have to give money. This is going to sound like an asshole, but you got to give money to the people that run businesses and the people that have real estate. Why do you do that? Because when you give them tax breaks and you give them money, what ends up happening is they employ more people,
yep.
And then it's a top-down system where they're able to scale their business. They hire more people. They create more jobs. Then those people are able to get real money that's coming in from their job versus getting a handout one time and then spending it recklessly. Because the whole reason a lot of times people are in the middle class or in the lower class is because they suck with money. So if you give them money, their shitty spending habits are going to continue, versus you give it to people that are fiscally responsible, able to start a business, people that have businesses, etc. They hire the people that are bad with money.
Also, to your point, when you enable bad behavior, what happens? It continues or gets larger.
Yeah.
So all these drug addicts, all these like friggin' massive spenders that just waste money every single week on strip clubs or other miscellaneous expenses, they're going to keep doing that because they know, oh, next month, free check.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, giving the money, again, giving the money to the lower class almost never works. You need to give money, and this is why they get mad. They say, well, Republicans give money to the rich and make them richer.
Duh.
But yeah, but those people employ the middle class. Because here's the thing, it works out because with capitalism, you want to make more money. To make more money, you need to scale. To scale, what does that mean?
More
you need
employees.
to hire employees. Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding. Like, that's how it goes, right? You need to hire people to scale your fucking business, to make more money. So capitalism has self checks and balances in it with that. So that's why it works to give, because here's the thing. The United States, I always tell you all this, right? The United States is built on two main principles. Small businesses, real estate, right? Small businesses, real estate. Guess what that does? It creates a corner, right? This corner right here, you guys see from my elbow, this is the cornerstone of the American economy. If you're able to create jobs and housing, you basically create an infrastructure. That is why they get big tax breaks. When they get big tax breaks, they get more. They take that money and they put it back into the market, either with their business or with their real estate. And what does that do? That creates jobs and it creates housing. This is why people that have real estate or businesses get such big tax breaks, because it keeps the economy going. When you destroy this cornerstone, boom, we got nothing. And then you go ahead and just throw money to the middle class. What do? They continue to have the poor spending habits that put them in the fucking lower or middle class in the first place. I love my parents, but they were very, very bad with money. Credit card debt, etc. And giving them more money, all they're going to do is take that money and pay off their debts that they got there in the first place because they didn't make enough money or they didn't have the skill set to make enough money, etc. Right? And they stay where they're at. You need to give it to the people that are actually employing them or housing them so that they can go ahead and hire more people. That's how you fix shit. People get, I do believe in trickle-down economics. And I'm not saying this now just because of I'm a business owner or whatever, but when you look at it on a macro scale, it makes way more sense.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the population itself is not.
And this is coming from a guy that came from a
Smart.
lower middle class background. I can tell you guys that, people in the lower middle class, their biggest issue is they just spend money poorly. Credit card debt, etc.
I was at AT&T for a year back in the day, and I saw people there from all walks of life: Haitian, Dominican, Jamaican, American, and I asked questions like, "How long have you been at this company?" Some people said 5 years, 10 years, some said 25 years. I'm like, God damn. This guy I spoke to though was there for 30 years, and I was like, "Wait, how old are you?" "Oh, I'm 55." And I was like, "Wait, you spent your entire life here." And I don't mean get into your business, but like I can imagine for what he's making, maybe making $20 if he's lucky. And I'm like, damn, because I'm making $10 as a new hire, right? So him being there, maybe 20, 25 is making max. But that was a reality that I didn't want to be a part of. And people will stay comfortable when they're getting a paycheck. So imagine them getting free money like this, but they're not going nowhere. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna encourage, like I said, bad behavior, continue it, and then what do we have? A society that depends on the government that wants control, and they're gonna take control over us.
Yeah, I mean, if you're giving them free money, you're right. I knew people that would literally purposely not work because they made more money on welfare than they did working a job. So why are they gonna get a job? Or if they do get a job, it'll be under the table.
Yeah.
Some bullshit under the table that they do part time. So it is what it is, man.
Okay, some chats, and then
Let's read some of these
news?
chats if you guys got questions.
Word from our sponsor? Or chats first?
All right.
Words from sponsor.
We're from sponsors. Then we're gonna guys get your questions in while Mo reads this. We'd love to answer some of your guys' questions on. It's a Money Monday, so Q&A.
There you go.
Get them in, guys. Superchat.com. Rumble rant them in. Go ahead, Mo. You got it.
This episode is sponsored by Noble Gold Investments. Are you worried about the future of the U.S. economy? With so much uncertainty in the air, it's natural to fret about the security of your retirement savings. But there's one asset that stands the test of time: gold. For centuries, gold has been a hedge against market volatility and economic instability. With a gold IRA from Noble Gold Investments, you can harness the power of precious metals to help protect your financial future. By rolling over your existing IRA or 401k into self-directed gold IRA, you can enjoy the potential for long-term growth and stability. Diversify your portfolio with a tangible asset that has real value. Setting up your gold IRA has never been easier with Noble Gold Investments. Streamlined process and expert guidance. This election year, do not let election volatility and uncertainty keep you at night. Vote for the timeless safety of gold and silver in 2024. Noble Gold Investments will give you up to 10 1-ounce silver Trump coins or a 10-ounce silver American flag bar if you open a qualified account. So go to noblegoldinvestments.com/fresh right now. That is noblegoldinvestments.com/fresh. And thank you, Noble Gold, for sponsoring this episode.
All right. Thank you, Mo.
And we're back.
We're back. So let's get some of these chats answered. Shout out to all you ninjas. Hey guys, could you try and get Ronas PTV for a Money Monday? He shows people how to make $2,000 a week buying Uber and Lyft. I think y'all could get along great.
That'd be dope. Because we never had somebody that did Uber or Lyft.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but
I'll look him up.
You need to look him up, yeah. No 3 or 4 today, just boys being boys. Okay.
Boys being boys.
Fair enough. Seattle General Anthony here. Excited to announce that the CastleClub Roadman Trucking Group is now live. In addition to our city chapters, this group is specifically designed for anyone involved in trucking, logistics, hotshot services, or pursuing a career in transportation. If you're a part of our local chapters, reach out to your city general, join the Telegram chat. If you're not a part of the CastleClub, what are you waiting for? And then boom, CastleClub Roadman. There you go, guys. Look, they got the graphic and everything, man. We're teaching guys how to make money out here, man.
Roadman, I like that.
W CastleClub, Alexia says, met up with a fellow CastleClub member, got the deluxe interior detail for his truck. chat it up for a bit. It's a huge breath of fresh air to meet some more like-minded people. It's awesome to the people who are thinking about joining, especially for like-minded people. Joining is a must. W Networking, WFNF, W CastleClub. Let's go. There you go, man. Guys are meeting, making money, doing business, deals, etc. WFNF, by the way, sorry for not responding when it was my turn on Friday's call-in show. Ended up dozing off or snoozing by accident. Your boy has been working as hard as he can at the new job. Just wanted to let you know that I got approved for my second credit card today. Discover, good stuff to you. I now got 2 credit cards, and it's all thanks to you guys for the Mondays and the value you guys bring. WFNF, W CastleClub. Shout out to you,
Jaleel, bro. Killing it.
What's good, FNF? Just joined CastleClub. As a 19-year-old, I'm trying to become better. I'm only making $65K a year, and I know I'm going to be doing better. You got to change my mindset. Appreciate y'all.
Bro,
hey, man.
at 19?
19, that's pretty
amazing,
good, bro. That's pretty good at 19. So keep grinding, man. Pick up another job if you can. Time in the market beats timing the market. The best time to invest was yesterday, and the second best time to invest is today. Waiting for the market rates to cool down is not really a solution, as when it does, prices may increase due to demand, and current owners will benefit from it as they can refinance. WNF for the advice is absolutely Mr. B. Very nicely, succinctly put up. That's so true.
Yep.
Been a Ninja Watcher, but now I'm here. Just so you guys know, by the way, we read the CastleClub chats, and you're able to donate a fraction of what you need to donate to get your chat read. So, guys, join CastleClub, man. Join the CastleClub Brotherhood so you can go ahead and, we read those chats first. You don't have to donate as much, and you get involved in the community, man.
I think the biggest thing is you get priority, 1, but 2, the brotherhood you can't beat, bro. Like, people are like-minded you can't find anywhere, but they're here in CastleClub for you. So it's like, yo, why not join?
Yeah. Actually, we got a CastleClub OG right now in here with us, Jacob. Shout out to him. He's in here.
He won the raffle, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm on my camera, but
he's here.
He said, nah,
yeah.
he's chilling.
What else do we got here? Been a Ninja Watcher, but now I'm here. Could you guys talk about OR, bring in someone who talks about the Section 8 real estate? Thanks for fighting the fight. We can. I'm not a fan of it, but we can bring people in that do it. I've done it before. I actually do have a few Section 8 tenants myself, but I would avoid it if I could have.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to join because when I bought the houses, some of them were already in place.
Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to join the Telegram and the Discord now, but no idea. I messaged Big Mo on Saturday, but still waiting for the join either or. When are you going to do Zoom calls again? Mo, go ahead. Can you answer that?
I know that name. Check your DM. I just messaged you today.
Neelimon, there should be a chat with Dale Saint and Jacosta.
He has
if not, then just keep bumping them up.
Yeah,
cool.
I got you.
We'll have a Zoom call this week. We had one last week, but we're going to have another one this week.
Yeah.
Yo, Myron, how much money would I need to save up to move to Miami? A lot, bro. To get an apartment, you're going to need to move into an apartment here in Miami. You gonna need like 10,000.
Listen, this
because they're gonna want first month. They're gonna want first, last, and a deposit.
I got him. You want to be in Florida that bad? This is what you do. You get a studio.
Yeah, I am in this DM
room. You get a studio room.
Mo message you back, bro. Check your shit, man.
Bro, check your shit.
It's maybe $600 to $400 to $600. You can pay it to get a room, live in that room, work 2 jobs, work your ass off.
Where are they gonna find it though?
Oh, up north, like Peppermint Pines, Miramar.
Oh, okay.
Because at least you're in Florida, right?
Okay.
You can come down to Miami, just drive down. It's a 30-minute drive, right? Then once you're doing those 2 jobs, saving money up, you have an actual base. Then you get a better job, and you just move on from there. But like, coming straight to Brickell to pay the high price is gonna be tough.
I mean,
bro.
if you got the money, it's gonna I'd say easily 10 to 15K is gonna need
minimum,
because they're gonna want first month
and last
month. They're gonna want pay stubs. They're gonna do a background check on you. All the buildings here in Brickell, just so you know, do pretty strict background checks, especially now.
Actually, 15 to 20K. Because you know why?
Why?
Cost of living.
Well, I'm just saying what he needs to get into the apartment and get keys. That's all I'm saying 10 to 15. Just to get keys. I'm not talking about furniture or living expense. No. I'm just talking about him being able to get it.
Yeah, and also if I was someone young coming to Florida,
because what's the median rent here for 1 bedroom?
2K.
No,
yeah,
more. 25 to 3.
You know what?
For a 1 bedroom here.
I'm thinking like downtown Edgewater. So yeah, Brickell itself.
You're gonna need 25 to 3 is gonna be a 1 bedroom here, studio even.
And also get it furnished. You save a lot of money doing that.
Yeah, I would say get it
furnished, bro.
I'd say get it furnished, bro.
Don't buy
Fuck
to
that.
me, buying furniture nowadays is kind of like, bro, where you gonna put it, bro? You're moving all the time. You're renting. It's annoying to move.
Yeah, hell yeah. I always get furnished too.
Buy TV if that much, but that's the basics, bro.
Yeah,
that's it.
But yeah, you gotta
show your income as well. So keep that in mind. Durag Myron said,
Allah Akbar, Supreme. Habibi.
WFNF.
Fresh updates. Shout out to you. Double D for 5,000 says,
Man.
Nah,
Oh,
Bro, like,
Bro.
bro,
Weirdos, bro.
haters are gonna hate, man.
Yep. BZ Dan says, doing my part.
When all you do is make content talking shit about other people, bro, like,
Yeah. Deems I see a link of one of them
I get. Oh, I know.
Who?
No. Fresh. We actually already talked about it.
Oh, we got it?
Me and Fresh was on it.
Oh, yeah.
oh, people stealing Castle Club stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be that way. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys are gonna lose your channels. Is what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know why people think is a game.
Well, they'll find out.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Wait, Jacob. Wait. What?
ITW.
Yeah, he's in here.
Jacob, what you doing? Wait, hold on, Jacob.
He's in here. Credit score doesn't only reflect their ability to make money, but it also shows if they have their priorities in check. Shots, FNF's hospitality. We got you, bro.
Thank you,
Happy
bro.
to have you here, Jacob. What's up, Myron? I'm 28, working law enforcement. I worked out my first property last month. Looking to purchase another spring. I want to thank you and FNF. Shout out to you, Easy Money Sniper. Congratulations to you, by the way. Shout out to our Blue. You should do a real estate episode where you go to Zillow to look at the housing market at every major city's good place to buy, where to not buy, upcoming trends on the housing market, etc. So people get a visual representation. Mark you. You know what we could do? What you guys that are trying to buy houses in like CastleClub, we should like go over the deal together on CastleClub.
Oh, we should actually.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
For some of you guys, and I could like do the breakdown with y'all and tell you if it's a good deal or not. Also, Minor Fresh, remember the guy at the yacht party that gifted you guys some shades? That was my boy Julian. Yes, we know. Met him in person off of Castle Club in Dearborn from the second to last Zoom call and last show, and he has been tremendous value and instant brother from day one since my move to Dearborn, Michigan. Julian, if you are watching this, shout out to you. Much love to you, bro. And for all the brokies that talk shit about Castle Club, stay your parasitic asses over there. Nothing but tremendous value and brotherhood. Shout out to you, Julian.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, you know, like, bro, like, I'll tell you this Castle Club situation made me realize how many people, like, really, like, are weird. And, like, just want to watch girls on OnlyFans. Like, some of y'all like bitching about, oh, bro, like you guys are over here like putting a paywall for the girl show, and it's like, wait, the shows where we teach you guys how to make money are completely free, and I don't see nobody bitching about that. We put that behind a paywall, y'all wouldn't care.
Everyone that watched
Crazy.
Money Mondays took advice and applied it, or that's making money now, isn't complaining. People that just watched it and said, or didn't watch it at all, said, where's the girls at? Where the hoes at? Where you at now? Sad and down. So you can stay over there too. It's fine.
Bro, fucking weirdos, man.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want hoes, bro, what should you do first? Get the money, understanding, and then apply it. But if you want to get hoes now, being broken dumb, then I mean, I can't help you, bro. Can't help you at all.
And buying agricultural land of places like the African countries where there is no nigga always has to bring it to random shit. I'm not talking about Africa, bro. The fuck, man.
Twisted Avon, bro.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, bro?
And the population is growing exponentially, and the land has been a very secure investment. All right, bro, go invest in Africa. I'm talking about the United States.
Niggas, but I'm going to
Niggas,
Colombia.
niggas always like bring up random
Go ahead,
shit.
then, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know Colombia's
Right, you
market.
still like Chipotle after they started messing with the portion sizes? They didn't mess with it here. Facts, fresh on the cars. I got a 15-year BMW with less than 100K miles on it. When my dad helped me to check it out, solid prestige with the car, with the girls, and I didn't pay much for it.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I love cars to an extent where like you can't believe, and I've spent over.
So W investing in mud huts.
Oh my god.
Hey man, Africa has a lot of rich, wealth people as well. So
Yo.
wealth people. So you'd be surprised.
Rich resources.
Yeah,
too.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, cars, man, is a love of mine, but it's expensive. Nobody says, why does Jacob look like he should be in handcuffs going back to southern border?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? He can see you? He can see you, bro? Brace yourself, nigga. I'm calling ICE on you right to Myron's place. The whole thing was a setup to deport you.
Remember
Damn.
the Castle Club, they everyone knows each other.
Yeah. They know Jacob. After the ad read, there's a new member of the speech impediment committee, Big Mo. Let's get it together.
I was nervous.
That was my fault. It was my fault.
What's good, gents? Are you aware of the new FTC rule banning most non-compete agreements is not scheduled to go into effect until September 4th, 2024? No.
Damn.
Hey, Minor Fresh, I love you guys. No homo. Any chance that you can bring programmers or people that know how to handle social media pages, chatbots, or how to make professional websites?
Damn. That's a pretty good idea.
We could. Mallow Boy. Anybody else? Is it?
FNF
Oh,
Superchat.
okay. Guys, get your questions in, and then we're going to close this thing out. I love answering these questions with you guys.
Nav.
Nav says, Myron, what's your average X screen time? Just curious. Let me see here.
Oh, that's scary, bro.
How do you even check it?
25 hours a day.
Yo, bro, I kid you not.
26
Yo,
hours a
Mo
day.
Bills Noble. He went from
I don't even know how do you check it.
Overwatch to X time. I guarantee you it's even more. Because it's less stressful, and you can just talking shit on there all day, bro. Like,
let them up. I don't even know how to check your screen time. How do you even check your screen time?
Oh, let's break it.
Actually, I saw Myron's screen time. Here it is.
It's over 9,000.
Fuck y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I can't imagine, bro.
Red Eyes Nigga Dragon.
Bro,
you guys are funny.
Bro, I slept twice and Myron was still on the same space, bro.
Yo, I pop in anonymously sometimes, and I'm like, nigga still talking? I'm out here, man.
Sometimes, like, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times I just host it.
Bro.
So, like, for example, like, they were doing a space yesterday, and Destiny was in there, and they were debating certain things, extradition for a certain nation state, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to ruin this conversation. I'll let y'all talk, and I just literally streamed Fed Reacts.
While you listen to it?
No, I didn't listen to it. I just put my phone on the side, let them do it. And then I would just
while playing sound
because if I end the space,
Okay.
then they can't talk. So I was just sitting there, I mute my mic, and I just let it sit there. I put my phone away, and I'm streaming. So I do that a lot, where like I'll host a space, and I won't even be there for a long time of it, and they'll just be in there talking.
Okay.
So whatever. Red Eyes Nigga Dragon. Imagine how much housing prices would go down if these corporations realize that we don't need offices to work in and renovate all the offices into residential units. Also, when is Sneak Odia, the last one, the lazy one, coming on Monday news show?
I know.
Oh, they're calling Sneeko the lazy one?
Sneakodia.
You gonna ask him?
Sneakodia. How's he the lazy one, bro? He's been streaming a lot, right?
Sneako, a hard worker. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been streaming. He's been traveling.
Traveling all over the world, bro. All over Europe and yeah, bro. Yeah.
I'm making $70K a year. I'm 23 with 750 credit score. I should I save about 20 or 30% before buying my first house? Neither, bro. Just go ahead and get in there on a
FHA.
on a FHA if you can.
3%, bro.
Unless you really want to put 20-30% down and have more equity, but that's up to you. Exception to the rules. I'm letting CastleClub members copy my Forex account for free just to pay the copier service because I don't want access to anyone's money or passwords. I make 5% a week on balance, entry-level passive income if you're printing money, trading while I sell courses. All right.
That's nice of you, bro.
That's real nice of you, man.
Shit, okay.
Cartier J. He's letting them copy his trades just so they can make money.
There you go.
And the CastleClub. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, that's hard.
Hey, bros. Love the content. Quick question, though. I have almost 10K saved up, 3K business saved, and 753 Equifax and Experian credit score. Looking to buy my first home FHA, multifamily in South Florida, close to Miami this year. Any major tips to get a good deal?
You're 10K, you don't got shit, bro. For a multifamily in South Florida, you need way more than that.
Bro,
way more than that, bro.
I would say get 20 to 30K minimum.
He's going to need more than that.
Yeah.
He wants a multifamily. That means this is going to cost him at least multi, bro, put it this way. I bought a duplex 2 years ago, just to put things in perspective. I bought a duplex 2 years ago in Miami for $800,000.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean,
Location.
3 bedroom, 3 bath each side, of course. So it's a good deal.
Okay.
But you're gonna need $500K, bare minimum. You're gonna
so
need
how much?
Well, no, sorry, I said $500K. I said it's gonna cost you $500K.
How much should he have built up then?
If he's gonna live in it, he can only put 3.5% down. I'll say have 50.
Okay.
Have 50. If you're gonna put the 3.5% down. Cause you're gonna need to you're probably gonna have to go in there and fix it.
See, I'm thinking about when I bought property, so you're right. That was 3 years ago. So yeah, you're right actually.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's it.
Hold on, no, we got an ad, one last ad from Mo.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
He gonna do a Rumble Studio.
Message from a sponsor. Get your chats in, guys, and we'll close this out.
All right.
Come on, Mo, don't fuck this one up.
This episode is sponsored by The Kids Guide. I have an important message about President Trump for all the parents out there. So please listen up. President Trump said he wants to take back America and teach our kids to love our country. That's why it's so important that we make sure our kids are learning the truth about President Trump, not the distorted lies they're hearing in the mainstream media.
You are fake news.
But the good news is that Mike Huckabee's team put together the Kids Guide to President Trump, and right now, you can get it for free with fun illustrations and easy-to-follow content. This important guide teaches kids all about President Trump's accomplishments during his first term, and it helps kids understand his goals for 2024. Mike Huckabee, wants to see you to get this free guide so that you can teach your kids the truth. But please hurry, because supplies are limited. So to claim your free Kids Guide to President Trump right now, just visit kidstrumpguide.com. That is kidstrumpguide.com. And thank you to the Kids Guide for sponsoring this episode.
W Trump, man. Vote Trump, guys.
Facts.
Anything else?
That was it.
That is it.
All right, guys. It's 9:37. We're going to reset up and we're going to do
News.
FNF News. We're going to cover a bunch of different stories
Yes.
that are trending. Hope you guys learned something today as far as like the markets go. Takeaways is this, guys. Don't get scared of real estate. Even though interest rates are high right now.
Buy now.
Still buy. Find off-market deals. If you have the cash and capital to buy
Orlando
cash,
Celebration.
go ahead and do that. The other thing you can do, guys, with high rates like this is do homeowner financing, like basically where the person that's selling you the house becomes a bank.
Okay.
Owner financing. That's another way to get around these banks. They can give you a better interest rate, right? And then you could buy the house from them at the deal what they want, at the rate that they want. Or the price point that they want because they're financing it to you. So that's another thing that you can do. So don't be scared, guys. Get into real estate because they're putting these stupid-ass articles out there, but BlackRock is still buying. So you got to do what BlackRock is doing. They're one of the best investment companies. They are for a reason. They're buying single-family homes. Next, don't buy a car. What else?
We have one more chat here.
Another chat came in? Oh, okay, got you.
CastleClub members.
Okay.
A bunch.
What else did I miss?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
we're caught up.
we're caught up. Hold on. You know what? We forgot to mention as well.
Guys, if you send in like a $1 super chat on CastleClub, like we'll show it right on screen. But like sometimes we might not read it, like because it's just $1. So
Kamala's policy.
on the Kamala's policy, it's cap.
Yeah, it's cap. Don't fall for it, guys.
Yeah. So these are some of the chats that came on before. So, Myron, when you react to Europa.
Hey,
So
don't read that one
Byron,
now. I thought we were reading the dollars. We're not reading the dollars, Mo. I mean, Myron.
Yeah, these are all for $1.
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out Top Shane,
This
man.
one's 10. You can read this one.
Okay, Icy Side 2, this one's 10. I'll read it real quick. Myron, Jacob looking to steal all the tortillas out your fridge. Keep your eyes on that sticky quesabira fingered beaner. Okay. Oh my
What
God.
the heck?
That's fucked up, Icy Side 2.
God damn.
All
right.
Yeah, guys. We'll definitely, like I said before, we'll show them on screen, right? But but if you guys want your chats read, what's the minimum to have it read on air every time?
It was always different. Sometimes I'll make a deal with you guys if you really want, but the best
$5.
$5.
We'll read on air.
$10 is the most guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, $10 no matter what is gonna get read. $5, guys, is gonna get read. For 10 is guaranteed. 5 it will more like 90% be read depending on how many people are watching. And then $1 like we'll show it on screen and stuff like that. But
I constantly, if you're in the locals chat, those CastleClub chat, I constantly give you guys reminders.
Yeah.
You guys know too.
yeah, and
You
we
guys
try
be
and we
knowing.
try to
You
and we
be
try to
knowing.
actually read the $1 ones. You guys can see we read the $1 ones that came in early. So you guys want to send $1 chats? Make sure you read them early.
the problem is
because it's
time.
9:40. We got it. Yeah, guys, we literally got to
problem
set
is
up for the
time,
next
guys.
show. So
Yeah.
it's 9:40 right now. So we're gonna go ahead and end this and then reset up for the stuff because we're gonna get with Noble.
Right
Make
now.
sure we got the news stories ready to go and set everything up.
See you guys
Love you
there.
guys. Will be back in about 20-30 minutes. Peace.
Peace.